Hey guys, it's Madison. Thanks for joining me in this faithful home. Today we're going to talk about 7 drinks that I enjoy while I am pregnant. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Madison. I'm a Christian homemaker. I share about my faith and being a mother to a 1.5-year-old. Then we had 2 miscarriages, and I talked about that here on this channel. Now I am pregnant again with our double rainbow baby boy, who is due sometime in early March, and I share my life here on YouTube. So I'm excited for you guys to join me. If you're new to this channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button so you feel welcomed into this faithful home with me. In the last video, I talked about foods that I still enjoy that are like not normally accepted during pregnancy, and I alluded to this video saying that I was going to talk about 7 drinks that I enjoy in pregnancy. So here we are. If you haven't seen that video, I will leave it up in the cards for you guys so you can go watch that after. But we are just going to go ahead and jump in strong with the most controversial one, which is raw milk. So I personally enjoy drinking raw milk in and out of pregnancy. It's been basically an entire year of drinking raw milk. And the things that I will say about it are: 1, do your own research. If you don't feel comfortable drinking unpasteurized milk, don't do it. It's as simple as that. 2, if you are going to do it and want to, find a very good, reputable source. So I buy my milk from a lady who is local. Her farm is about an hour away from where I live, but she and her assistant actually drive the milk into town in like a big utility truck that's like outfitted with these coolers, and it keeps the milk at like the certain temperature that it has to stay at for safe transportation. And then I buy from her once a week. I buy 2 gallons at a time, and I enjoy it during pregnancy. It is chock full of fantastic nutrients, and it's not processed because it's unpasteurized, so it has the whole real nutrient factor that you miss when you buy pasteurized milk from the store, because when they pasteurize it, they have to heat it to a certain temperature to kill off the potentially dangerous bacteria that could be found in the milk. But in the meantime, they're killing off all of that good gut bacteria as well. And when you look at conventional milk and conventional like dairy farms, you see very poor conditions that these cows are raised in, and then they're pumped with antibiotics, and it's bad. So they have to go through that pasteurization process. But who I go through, she has a very small farm and she manages everything herself. They are grass fed. Like, she keeps very good record of her animals and well maintains them, and so I am never worried about drinking her milk. She makes sure that she follows very specific practices as she does it. And what else I will say about raw milk before we continue on to the next one, because I have to put those caveats in there because people like to think that raw milk is dangerous, when really it's not if you find the right source. There is a resource online, I think it's realmilk.com. I will leave it linked down below for you guys if you are looking, because it is state by state dependent on how you can purchase raw milk and whether or not it's actually legal. It's a whole nother thing. But if you're looking to find raw milk, follow that website so you can look in your area to see if there's any distributors. For me, I am part of a herd share for where I live. So I pay a fee to basically own the rights to a cow, and then with that, I'm able to purchase milk from this lady. So that's how I get my raw milk. That's why I drink it. Take it or leave it. If you don't like it, that's totally your prerogative, but I am 100% confident in drinking it during pregnancy. The second thing I drink is kombucha, but I don't drink the kombucha you get from the store. I actually brew my own kombucha at home, and I drink the kombucha that I make. So kombucha is a fermented black tea that you ferment in sugar and a symbiotic culture. It's called a SCOBY. It's the symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. So it's like this little like flubbery looking disc. It's good culture, good bacteria that's naturally found in the air, and I brew my own. And if you're worried about kombucha because it is a brewed, fermented drink, if you're worried about the alcohol content, the ones that are sold in stores, 1, are mostly pasteurized, which kills all of the good benefits of it. So if you're going to drink kombucha, drink raw kombucha. Don't drink pasteurized kombucha, or there is literally no point. You're just drinking like fizzy tea. Like, it's delicious still, but you're losing all the benefits if you don't drink it raw. And so then for me at home, my brew process, I make sure to do it at a very like light, moderate brew, if you will. So I know for sure that I am not brewing it intensely enough or for a long enough period of time for the sugars to break down and turn into any alcohol. So I'm very confident in my own brew. I've been brewing kombucha for about 4 months now. I do it on like a couple week cycle. Right now I have 4 bottles in the fridge that are already ready for me to drink. My SCOBY sits in a little mason jar in the cabinet when I am not brewing it and it's not in a cycle. And then whenever I'm ready, I can boil some more water, put some organic loose leaf black tea and my organic cane sugar, and I can brew another batch of kombucha. And then I can make it how I want to. I think I've done like mango, pineapple, raspberry. This round is apple. The flavors are endless. And the benefit of kombucha is it is a good culture and probiotic. So I do take a probiotic supplement on top of drinking kombucha because I don't drink kombucha every single day. I probably would have it maybe like an 8-ounce glass every couple days or so. But the benefits of kombucha are those good bacteria. Like I mentioned with raw milk, kombucha is similar and it has those good gut probiotic bacteria that are naturally found in the air and that really help with your digestive system and your gut health overall. So drinking that has definitely helped. It is very important, especially like leading into my 3rd trimester when you're talking about group B strep, which I will be testing for, but I'm not 100% sure if I would be positive, how I would react and like what protocol I would take. But to avoid that in general, I'm making sure that I really focus on my gut health this pregnancy and eating fermented foods, drinking fermented drinks, and doing that. I'm drinking kombucha that I make at home and I know exactly what's going into it and its process. Number 3 is a very typical one for pregnancy. That's red raspberry leaf tea. You want to make sure that you are not getting raspberry flavored tea. There is a difference from red raspberry leaf, which is actually the leaf of the raspberry tea, does not taste like raspberries at all. It actually tastes pretty bitter and it's an acquired taste compared to an artificially flavored like raspberry flavoring. So you want to make sure that you're getting red raspberry leaf tea. What this is supposed to do is to help prime and soften your cervix for labor. And so I drank tongue twister. I drank red raspberry leaf tea with my first pregnancy. I did not tear my perineum at all. I only had a labial tear. And so I attribute it to a lot of things, but one of them will be the priming my body and preparing it with drinking this tea. It's not harmful to you, so there's no like, is this going to be bad? It may not work, but it doesn't hurt to drink it. And it's keeping you hydrated. So what I do is I make a concentrate of it in a 1/2-gallon mason jar. I will steep the red raspberry leaf tea overnight, and then I will drink that like throughout the next couple days until I have to make a new batch. My midwives recommended that I drink 1 glass a day for the first, like after my first trimester, so into my 2nd trimester, drinking like 1 cup a day and then bumping it up to 2 cups. And then in my 3rd trimester, drinking 3 cups. I don't know that I necessarily am following that. Not that I'm not following it either, because I do a concentrate and like heavily steep it overnight and then like it's diluted. So I'm not really sure how much I'm actually drinking, but I am drinking quite a bit of red raspberry leaf tea every day. And for me, I hate it hot. I think it is disgusting hot. I love it iced. So I will drink it in like my big water bottle, which is in the car, but I will drink it and it'll be like 2/3 of the way full with the red raspberry leaf tea and then the rest of it just filled with water to dilute it a little bit because it is a concentrate. And then I like to take a little splash of lemon juice, not like lemonade where it's like full of sugar, but just the juice of lemon. It doesn't make sense because you would think you would want to sweeten red raspberry leaf tea because it's bitter. And then I add a bitter with the lemon juice. It's good. I don't know. That's just how I've been drinking it throughout this entire pregnancy, and I love it. The next thing that follows into that, number 4, is a blend called Nora tea. So Nora tea is a combination of 4 different teas. It is nettle, oat, raspberry leaf tea, and alfalfa. So those 4 are considered to be like a super tea full of rich nutrients, like micronutrients, and good benefits for pregnancy that are suggested to drink as you're getting into your third trimester. I will take the Nora tea, and per my midwife's recommendations, they don't want me to drink as much Nora tea as I do red raspberry leaf tea. And so more recently, what I've been doing is, as I am doing the concentrate of the red raspberry in the half gallon mason jar, I will put in a little bit of the Nora tea. Like I have a loose leaf that I put in a canister, and I will put it to infuse with the raspberry leaf tea, but it's almost like a 5-to-1 ratio. So they want me to stick to that 1 cup of Nora tea like throughout, and then as I get like 36, 37, 38 weeks pregnant, like really pick up how much of it I'm drinking. But for now, they kind of want me to stick to that 1 cup. And so I make sure that when I'm making my concentrate, I make it really heavy on the raspberry, but I do add the nettle, oat, and alfalfa as well. The 5th drink that I enjoy this pregnancy is bone broth. So there are many benefits of bone broth, much like all of the other drinks that I drink in pregnancy, all of the micronutrients and everything that your body needs for a healthy pregnancy. I like to do from bone broth. So what I will do specifically, I don't buy it at the store. I actually make it at home. So I will buy a rotisserie chicken from Costco that's already pre-cooked, because ideally I will like roast my own chicken and then use the bone and the carcass from it, but I'm not there yet. So my next step of making it myself from home is buying a rotisserie chicken from Costco, shredding the meat so that I can use it. And then I put the rotisserie chicken carcass and like whatever is still left on the bone of that meat into my Instant Pot, and in that I include the scraps and cuttings from veggies that I have used throughout the past probably like 2 weeks. So onion ends, celery, carrots, garlic, sometimes there'll be like green bean snips, just all of the ends that you would either put in the compost or you would throw in the trash. I collect in a baggie and keep in the fridge, and then when I'm ready to make another batch of bone broth, I'll put that into my Instant Pot all together with a lot of Himalayan salt and some seasonings, and then filtered water, and I will let that pressure cook for like 40 minutes or so and let it like release its own pressure, let it cool, and then strain out all of the like stuff that I talked about, and then like either give it to the chickens or throw it away. And then what's left is that super rich, nutrient dense bone broth. Most of the time I do not drink it just plain. Like I won't heat it up on the stovetop and drink it in a mug. Usually how I will do it is I will make soup, and that will be the broth. Like I won't do anything else. It will be completely that bone broth that I made. Or, oops, Lorelai is about to wake up, so I need to wrap this video up. For Thanksgiving, I took the bone broth and made my stuffing from bread that I made, and I soaked it in bone broth, so it was so nutrient dense. It was so delicious. Let's see. I've got 2 more things, but I'm going to go get Lorelai. Let me go grab her 1 sec. Can Mama finish a video really quick? Hi. Can you let Mama finish her video? Oh, say good morning. Yeah. So hopefully I can talk and let this little chick wake up. The 6th thing that I drink is collagen boosted hot chocolate. So I get grass-fed collagen powder, and I will mix it with really good quality cocoa powder and a little bit of sugar. And I will make my own hot chocolate mixture, and then I will steep water in my kettle, mix that together so that it creates that like chocolate paste, and then I will heat up raw milk to not a boil, because I don't want it to kill off and like start killing off the good bacteria in the raw milk, but just enough so that it is a nice hot drink to enjoy. And then I'll mix that together, and it is a very highly nutrient-packed, protein-enriched hot chocolate. So literally my 1 cup of hot chocolate has like 25 grams of protein in it after the collagen powder and the raw milk. Can we tell them the last thing that I drink in this pregnancy? Water. Lots and lots of water. So staying hydrated is very important in pregnancy and in general. Hey, Where are you going? Do you want to get down? So I make sure that I'm drinking a lot of water. My goal is anywhere from a half gallon to a gallon of water a day. A lot of that is from my red raspberry leaf tea like concentrate because it obviously is water that is steeped in tea. Hey, don't mess with that, baby. But on top of that, I am making sure that I am drinking just plain water as well and getting that in. It is hard. I will say it is a lot harder this pregnancy to stay hydrated than with her. And I don't know if it's just because I'm chasing her, so I probably need a lot more than that half to 1 gallon of water. But it is definitely a lot harder this pregnancy, I will say. But that is the last thing that I drink. I do not drink coffee. I do not drink soda. I do not drink alcohol, which should be a given. You have your gloves. Lorelai brought me her gloves that she wants to wear. Mama's going to finish up the video and then we can go eat lunch, okay? But that is going to be it for today's video. That is the 7 drinks that I enjoy in pregnancy. Let me know down in the comments below what drink of choice you have for your pregnancy or what you craved or didn't crave. I would love to hear that. And if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button so you feel welcomed into this faithful home with me. Sorry, Lorelai is currently playing with the tripod, so sorry if it's shaky. Go check out the video where I talked about the foods that I still enjoy even though they are quote-unquote off limits in pregnancy, and watch my whole pregnancy playlist if you are wanting to see more about how it is going. So thank you guys so much. I will see you back next week for another video. Bye, guys.